What's up, YouTube? Swiftly here, back with another MW2 video. And as you can see on your screen, in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys the best perk loadouts to get your launchers done. Now before I jump into the loadouts, I'm just going to show you guys really briefly that I do have most of my launchers gold. I do have the RPG done, I have the Joker done, I also have the pillar done as well too. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm just giving you guys, like, you know, bullshit tactics or anything like that. I've kind of been taking a break with the game. That's why you see I'm still only level 240. I've been taking a break because I'm kind of burnt out, but I will be starting up again. And once I do start up, I'll probably knock out this last launcher, and then I'll probably start working on like the one last pistol I have left to do, and then I think I got like marksman rifles and stuff like that. But I'm starting to ramble. Let's just jump right into the video. Now I'm going to be giving you guys two perk loadouts in this video. The first perk loadout is going to be my perk loadout for launchers on shipment, and then my second perk loadout is going to be for regular rotation maps. So let's jump into it. Now the first things first, our base perks are going to be battle hardened and bomb squad, and that's mostly because most of the base perks are kind of useless in the shipment setting. You're not going to really be able to use overkill because you need a secondary. Double time is kind of useless because of how small the map is. Scavenger doesn't replenish rockets, so scavenger is pointless. Tracker, once again, the map is so small you won't need tracker to see where people are or whatever like that, although it can be useful for getting those double kills and stuff like that, because you can kind of see multiple footprints and see where everybody is like huddled up together and stuff like that. But you really don't need tracker for that either. You know, it's kind of obvious with the map being so small that you'll know where everybody's kind of huddled together. Strong arm, again, the map is so small you don't really need to see the trajectory of your equipment, your lethals and tacticals. It can be good for like you know, bouncing things off of like walls and stuff like that to see the exact path that it would take, but for the most part you can kind of wing it without strong arm. And then that would just pretty much leave extra tactical, bomb squad, and battle hardened. And extra tactical, if you're using smokes, it can be very useful to have an extra one. But for the most part, I just ended up sticking with battle hardened and bomb squad. Even though battle hardened is pretty weak against flashbangs, it can be kind of useful against shock sticks, gas grenades, and you know, snapshot grenades. So I just slapped it on anyway. And then bomb squad, just because, you know, I like the fact that I could reset the timer on frag grenades and stuff like that. And bomb squad has saved me occasionally from like people throwing drill charges and stuff like that, the grenade spam and stuff that you see on shipment. So naturally, battle hardened and bomb squad are going to be your best friends if you're doing your launches in shipment. Moving on, our next bonus perk is going to be fast hands every single time. There's nothing else that I would run in this slot over fast hands because of how slow the launchers load. It could be the difference between life or death a lot of times, and when you're getting those double kills or you're trying to get those you know, 2 kills without dying, fast hands is going to really come in handy, and it's going to be a real crutch perk. So you definitely want to slap on fast hands no matter what. There's not a single perk in any of these categories that I would even consider trying to put over fast hands. Maybe hardline if you can't really string together enough score to get a UAV, but UAVs are so easy to get in this game. That's why people spam UAVs. So I still wouldn't even recommend it then. Fast hands is going to be your best friend because of how slow these launches reload. And then finally, our last perk is going to be overclock. And overclock is going to be so useful just because we're going to be using that munitions box so that we can get more rocket ammo and stuff like that. And all overclock is going to do is it's going to speed up the rate at which your field upgrade charge by 40%. And you're going to even be able to get a bonus field upgrade charge as well too. So a lot of times you'll be dying, you'll be shooting your rockets, dying, shooting your rockets, dying, and a lot of times you won't even know it, but you'll have 2 ammunition boxes stored. So you can shoot your 2 rockets, throw an ammunition box down, replenish your rocket, shoot a 3rd rocket, and then throw your 2nd ammunition box down, and then reload and pick up a 4th rocket. So a lot of times you could get way more kills in one life, you know, if you're, you know, using overclock and, you know, storing your field charges properly and stuff like that. So that's why I like to run overclock. Again, there's nothing on the shipment setting that I could really see running over overclock. I mean, maybe ghost, but again, I wouldn't run it over overclock. Overclock is just better. in my opinion. So that's my loadout or perk loadout for shipment. Moving on to regular rotation maps, this is what I would be running. For our base perks, we're looking at Tracker and Double Time. Now, Tracker and Double Time are going to go hand in hand with each other. It's going to be basically, you know, working in conjunction with each other. Tracker is going to be useful because you're going to be able to see those footprints. You're going to be able to see where people are running around and stuff like that. And on some of those bigger maps, it's going to come in handy when it comes to getting those kills, especially when you need to get those double kills or you need to get those 2 kills without dying. A lot of times that Tracker perk is going to show footprints. You're going to be able to sneak up on somebody. Sometimes you might see, you know, somebody in a room and you might not see where they went. You know, they could have went left, they could have went right, but that Tracker perk will, you know, show you those footprints going right. Okay, let me go right. You know what I'm saying? And Double Time obviously is going to help you with sprinting faster and stuff like that with your tactical sprint. So you're going to be able to catch up to those people that are sprinting and running and stuff like that and chase them down. So that's why Tracker and Double Time runs, you know, well together in conjunction with each other. Fast hands, nothing needs to be said about fast hands. I already explained to you guys why fast hands is so important. And also I forgot that it's going to also help you with throwing down your equipment and switching weapons fast and stuff like that. So yeah, you know, that's a bonus, you know, addition to running fast hands. I mostly use it because I can reload faster, but those things also matter as well. You throw that ammunition box down so much faster when you run fast hands as well too. And then a new perk that we're going to be running is Bird's Eye. And the reason why, right, the reason why I love Bird's Eye when running other maps and stuff like that outside of shipment is because the mini map is zoomed out. And with the mini map being zoomed out, you kind of have more information. And you know, information is your best friend in Call of Duty. You want to know where they're spawning. You want to know where your team is spawning. You want to know where your team is at. And you kind of want to be able to appropriately guess where the enemy team is at. You know, and if you don't have UAVs and stuff like that, or advanced UAVs, it's kind of harder to predict that. With Bird's Eye, you're going to have like more mini-map, 50% more mini-map and stuff like that. So it's going to be a little bit easier for you to predict where people are coming from as far as the enemy and stuff like that. When you get the perk, you're going to get a UAV sweep, which is like a free, you know, at least half of a UAV, I guess you want to call it, or not even a half of UAV, but just the fact that you get a UAV sweep, it can save your life. It could even help you get that second kill when you're going for 2 kills without dying and stuff like that with your launchers. So Bird's Eye is extremely useful. And another reason why I like to run Bird's Eye over Ghost, because you're going to just really choose between those two. It's going to either be Ghost or Bird's Eye. The main selling point for me running Bird's Eye on my launcher loadout is the fact that when the enemy gets a UAV, it's going to give you a ping. And if you're running around with your launcher trying to get launcher kills, 9 times out of 10 you're going to die a fucking lot. Not gonna lie to you, bro. When you're doing those launchers, you're doing those pistols, you're doing anything that's pretty much not a primary weapon or a weapon that you're good with, you're going to die a lot, okay? And if they're going to be getting constant, you know, pings and sweeps and stuff like that with UAVs, you're gonna want that ping sweep, you know, when somebody calls in the UAV and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that is going to be useful. And another thing that's going to be extremely useful is when you do get a UAV, it kind of turns your team's UAV into a advanced UAV, because it's going to show the direction that the enemy is facing or looking. So a lot of times you might have Tracker, you can see somebody ran into a room, right? And then your UAV pings and it shows that they're in the room. But with Bird's Eye, it's going to show which direction they're facing. So you might see that they're in a room, and then you might see that they're facing, you know, Bird's Eye will ping or whatever on the UAV, and it might show that they're facing out the window. You could run in behind them and beat them down with your launcher, free kill. Or Bird's Eye might ping and it might show that they're facing the doorway and they're just camping, looking at the doorway. Now you know that instead of running in there and dying to them, you can then probably throw a flashbang in that room, flash them, and then run in the room and stuff like that. So Bird's Eye is going to be extremely useful as well when it comes to getting those double kills or even getting those you know, 2 kills without dying and stuff like that, because you might see on the radar that there's 2 enemies there, but they're both facing the wrong direction and they're not even looking at you. You can now sneak up behind them and beat both of them down, or RPG both of them and get double kill or free 2 kills without dying. So again, that's what my loadouts are for using launchers. I'll go over them again briefly. For shipment, we're going to be running battle hardened bomb squad with fast hands and overclock, with that munitions box on all classes. And then for other maps or rotation maps, we're going to be running tracker, double time, fast hands, and bird's eye. Hopefully these perk loadouts will have you getting your gold, platinum, whatever camos in no time for your launchers. It's been your boy Swiftly. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe for more Modern Warfare 2 comments, Terry, and content. I'm out, guys. Peace.